Hi there, and welcome to the Cult of Cinema. My name is Aaron, and I don't know if you can see me yet because, there we go, still working this out. Today we are talking about a lot of different things. We're going to look at Severin. We're going to look at the Xbox Burnout. Well, that's a thing. I'm told it is. Do I believe it is? Well, that's what Hot Take Tuesday is for. Hot Take Tuesday is when I look at and talk about things that I think are fun, are interesting, and maybe just a little bit silly. Now, I'm supposed to be getting chat here. I don't know if I am. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get my cousin Raj to actually, hey, William, well, I guess I don't have to now. It did show up. It looks like chat works here in OBS. Can you hear me okay? So the Severin sale, like pre-sale thing, the DVDs, they're still going on, and they have replenished. They've restocked a lot of their stuff. One of the things I wanted to talk about today was the craziness of going into diving a little bit of the gaming aspect of things today. The Xbox Game Pass Burnout. Ooh, it sounds scary, really scary. That's my Count Floyd, by the way. It's my Count Floyd impression. For those that watch SCTV, hey there, Dave. That's Count Fly. What? Thank you. Loud and clear, perfect. So what I'm going to do for a second is I'm going to make myself disappear like magic, like David Copperfield, and I'm going to see if you can still hear me when I'm not on the screen. So I'm gone right now in some other dimension, maybe to the multiverse. Let me know if you can still hear me when I'm not on the screen. Because if not, then I can go party time right here. Woohoo! Oh no, but let me know if you can hear me. So, could you hear me when I was gone out? When I disappeared off the screen for a second, could you still hear my microphone? That's the important thing, because we're going to be looking at some stuff today, and I thought it'd be kind of neat if I can make myself disappear and still talk to you guys. For those that haven't noticed yet, and I bet most of you have because you're pretty perceptive peoples. Perfect. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, William. The whole cool thing here is this. If you've seen a couple of my recent videos, you've noticed that this handsome visage has not been, hey there, Alice man, has not been in the video. There's been a reason for that, actually. There's been a big reason for that. And the reason is, do we know the reason? Can I tell you the reason? I can, actually. I can tell you the reason. It's not a secret. I can tell you. I'm doing a podcast. I'm coming up soon. I'm going to be making my own podcast. I'm going to have more time to do that. I've been working on the channel a lot, but I do want to work on the podcast as well. So I've been sneaking in videos where my face isn't on the screen, where you just get to hear my harmonious voice throughout the entire video, and hopefully, see, I am already conditioning. I'm preconditioning for the podcast. That's what I'm doing. It's nefarious. It's a way to go. We're looking at Severin today. We're looking at Vinger syndrome. But first, let's do it. Let's get it out of the way. Let's get the Hot Take Tuesday main thing out of the way right now. For those of you that do game, and I know that there's some of you out there, and if you are, then please make sure that you check out my upcoming Twitch streams that I'm going to be doing. I'll be talking about gaming. I'm talking about movies and comics and gaming, and I'll be mostly talking about gaming. Mostly talking about movies, actually, as I suck at games and we talk together, and sometimes we'll play games together. So that's the thing that we ought to do as well. But that got me to thinking, that got me to looking at some videos and looking at some recent articles. And for those that don't know, I'm going to tell you something. I'm sure it's going to shatter your world. Starfield's delayed. I know. Hold on to your chair. A video game has been delayed so that they can make it work. That's actually kind of surprising, considering how many games are put out before they work. I'm looking at you, Halo Master Chief Collection, that are put out in pretty much nigh unplayable status. A company actually decided not to release a broken game. And what was the overall thought on this? Can you guess? Did you think that the gamers were super appreciative of the fact that the game was going to be delayed so that they could get things working? Maybe gamers are like, okay, well, thank you for not putting in something that's broken. Is that big you shot face? So A. Okay, here's the reaction you have to choose from. A. Gamers were rejoiced in a non-broken game not being put out. B. Gaming influencers got extremely peeved off, took their ball, said they were going to cancel their Game Pass, and then did video after video or article on the infamous Xbox Game Pass burnout because their new shiny game that they're getting for free, pretty much. No, they're still paying for the Game Pass, but they're getting day one a game that they're not going to pay the $70 to $80. Well, let's not kill the $100 for is going to come a little bit later. So fill that content by saying, well, I guess it's time for me to cancel my Game Pass now. A or B? Which do you think it is? Do you think that they were kind of glad that a game never came out too early? Or did they create... Hey there, Ryan. Welcome, man. What do you think, dude? Starfield and Redfall were delayed. Do you think that that the gaming media were actually glad that a company wasn't putting out a game that was broken, or B, that they created a catchphrase called Xbox Game Pass burnout and decided, hey, since those games aren't coming out, let's do something else to fill some time. Let's put out a negative narrative. It was B, guys. It was B, because heaven forbid that they actually take it in, I don't know, a normal, decent direction. Hey, Chris. But anyway, I wanted to talk about that for a second because it's a clickbaity thing that peeves me off all the time. And I'm not a clickbaity channel. This is the most clickbaity thing you're ever going to hear me talk about, actually. And I normally wouldn't talk about this, but like, seriously? What up, Strangeland, man? I just thought it was hilarious. So we are looking today. I have a video coming up later on this week on Severin. If you have seen I got a TikTok channel where I pretty much just using it right now to announce stuff. I put it up there to say, okay, if you have any questions for the upcoming Severin video that I'm going to be doing, put in the comment section down below, DM me, whatever, and I'm going to get all the questions together. I'm going to be talking about them so that we can actually be ahead of the game, talk about the whole Severin, the Severin thing. By the way, if you look up there, there is a Cult of Cinema logo. I did not create it. I want to put that out there right now. It was created by Thirstyfly, one of my patron subscribers, and I very much appreciate it. So I wanted to put that up there in appreciation for what he's done, and it'll show up randomly in some of my videos because I dig what he's got done with it. Hey Neil, welcome, man. Now, before I go any farther, now that I've had the comical aspect of talking about, I wonder, can I actually make things go on the screen? I can't. See, by the way, guys, just in case you don't know, this one here is going through OBS Studios because Thursday's the big day. So hopefully all you guys will be here for Thursday. I'm saving. Thank you for S'mores for actually coming in and watching it. I would not have content to make if you didn't come in and actually watch the content that I make. So I truly appreciated that. I wish I could take credit for it, but I can't. But he did a great job on it. He's an artist, and he works in my hometown. So hopefully, when I get back to visit my hometown, I'll be able to go and visit his store and check out his T-shirts that he has there. Because maybe who knows? Maybe I can get myself a T-shirt with that. That'd be kind of cool. I'm not sure if I know. Do I want to go ahead? And he says, well, I can't do that. But you never know. Anyway, I'm going to try and find out. Gotta keep the channel going, right? So Thursday night, by the way, guys, make sure you're here. We'll be starting at 9 my time. I've put the links up for the pre-show video. It is going to be a blast. We're going to be talking about vinegar syndrome. We're going to be going all through it. We're going to have the crazy fun stuff. I'm still trying to get maybe some people to jump in during the video, just kind of a surprises. And I can't promise anything yet because still something in the air. And afterwards, we'll be going down to the Crimson Cult Patreon, and we'll be looking at and watching the reveal, the big reveal for the Vinegar Syndrome titles, and talking about them. Because I have been around on this earth for quite a long time, 51 years, if you can believe it. That you'll get my unique old man screaming to get off your lawn takes on these air titles. I'm weird. I'm a weirdo. Also watch Riverdale, and we'll be talking about their sale. Right now, I'm looking at the Severin page because oh my God, it's still up. Mwah! Yes. And there is so much to look at and to talk about. I will be going back and doing more of these deep dive, like into the website things that I did at the beginning of the year. These were very popular at the start of the year. I stopped doing them because, in all honesty, work got crazy. Now this is my work. This gets crazy, and I'll be trying to get as much more done as I possibly can. I will be putting out a schedule soon, so you all know this won't be all like lackadaisical as it is right now. You'll know when my videos are coming up, especially the live ones. Yeah, not just a week in advance, but I'll be doing them on a regular basis. So I'm still deciding whether I'm going to be doing Friday Blues or Saturday Blues. Maybe you guys can help on me deciding which is the best day, which you think is the best day for doing that. Because what we can do is every week do like a live video, live stream, we can talk. You're going to be seeing a lot more pre-tape videos. If you saw the one that I did earlier on today, I'm actually very proud of it. It was 5 movies where the special features are better or just as good as the films. One of them is going to be a bit of a hot take, but it's Hot Take Tuesday, so that's what we do on Tuesday. We give our hot takes. Hot stuff. Here we go. Anyway, Severin sale is coming next. And it's coming soon after. This is not something that's coming like a month after the Vinegar Syndrome sale. No, the Severin sale is coming in June, in the early part of June. So remember, when you're ordering your Vinegar Syndrome stuff, keep in mind there's another sale coming. Oh my God, how do we do this? How do we keep up with this type of stuff? I'm still waiting for a couple things to come in the mail, and if they ever come, I'll review them. But right now I'm getting a little worried on a couple of things. Hey there, before. Welcome in. Now, I gotta say something right now. Recently I did a video basically talking about the fact that since this is Hot Take Tuesday, we're gonna do this today. That I was going to be like focusing more on the channel, and this was going to be a bit more of a there's a street cleaner outside, I think. So if you hear that in the background, I do apologize, but that's the thing. They clean the streets, and you know it's good to have your streets clean. And there is 2 ambulances next door now. Oh, hopefully everyone's okay. Here's the thing. I did a video recently talking about the fact that I was going to be focusing on the channel. This was going to be my focus. This is going to be my main gig, not my side hustle anymore. And I was going to work really hard on the channel. Hopefully you've noticed that I've been trying to put new things in, doing things different, adding more content, kind of letting people know, streaming across different platforms, let you guys know when something's coming up ahead of time. I did a TikTok video basically talking about, didn't do any dances, didn't do any of this, but we talked about like some stuff that was coming up. And I had mostly positive comments. I had a couple negative ones, and and because of that, like, honestly, they got to me. They got me in the feels, in the bad way. And I deleted them. Because, here's the thing. They said that they were bothered that I mentioned financial things, and that I mentioned personal aspects of me on my channel. And to that, I only have like one thing to really say. Are you new here? Is that your first rodeo? Because this channel is all about being straightforward, being gonzo, being honest with you guys, pulling the curtain right back and talking to you raw, real, and in the best way that I possibly can. So if that's something that that bothers you, maybe the other 4 or 5 years that I've been doing this, that well, I'm doing this 10 years, but like that you've been watching my stuff and didn't make those nasty comments, gotta bet those. Or as Mad Dog would say, if you didn't like it, how'd you get this far? Anyway, there you go. That's my hot take on that. No bad blood, nothing like that. Just man, some of the stuff, it hurts. It gets hurtful. It gets mean. And I do the best that I can on here. Anywho, let's talk about some stuff. Let's get into the cool stuff, the Severin, the with the vinegar syndrome stuff. I'm so excited for the sale. I cannot, like, what's the word I want to use? I almost cannot contain my excitement. Can you tell? Also, I'm caffeinated. That also helps, right? My cousin went into town, and he came back with Starbucks for me. So thank you, Roger, because of Starbucks. I think Starbucks is one of those things where it inspires me to make videos. It caffeinates me. Yeah. I try to stay classy as much as I can before. I really do. Like I say more recently on my videos, I'm not the only guy that talks about this stuff. I'm not the one guy that talks about this stuff. But I'm a good guy that talks about this stuff. So let's dive into it. Severin's titles are up here now. The DVDs are still on sale. They're selling out at an exponential rate. Everybody that I mentioned that to has come back with me with stuff like, hey, I picked up 20 DVDs, picked up 30, I picked up 40, insane amounts. Speaking of great amounts of DVDs, hey there, Dustin. I know you picked up some from the Severin sale. Are you excited about the actual Severin sale? Now, for those that are unaware, the Severin sale is different from the Vinegar Syndrome sale in that it goes back 6 months, as opposed to Vinegar Syndrome's used to be 3, looks like 4 now. Because I did a primer video. Thank you guys for watching that, by the way. Disconnected did a really good live video actually on it yesterday, which I want to shout out now. Ryan did a great job in that video. And we and both of us together, if you watch our videos together, you get a whole cross section of what's going on. Is that this time February is not included. Last year, correct me if I'm wrong, and trust me, there's many times that I've been wrong over the years, especially when you're asking me to pronounce names. Man, that is not my forte. Names are not my forte. Then one thing I got to say is I get that now. I'll get that in a second. No, I don't get into that, man. There's so much stuff in the news, man, that's going on right now. The Depp herd is such a minuscule thing on my radar that yeah, I ain't got time for the blues. I really don't. But you want my hot take? Here's my really quick hot take on it. Here you go. There are 2 rich people that are they're airing their dirty laundry for everybody to watch. Fantastic, wonderful. It doesn't affect me in any way. But if you're into it and you like it, and it's your soap opera thing that you're watching, right on, man. Yeah, I know. I saw that, Jacob. By the way, I forgot to mention. Thank you, Jacob. Brian Sauer, just for this podcast, Pure Cinema Podcast, just this YouTube channel, did a great interview with Justin Liberty. I promoted it on Twitter, but I want to promote it here now. So if you have not listened to it, Jacob is 1,000,000% right. You have to check it out. Pronouncing the new doctor's name, Shudigatwa. That's it's pronounced Shudigatwa. I'm a Doctor Who fan. I gotta know pronunciation, man. But it's the other stuff. It's like I'm like, sometimes I love Polish cinema, but I struggle with some of the names in Polish cinema. Which I'm sure, like, if somebody in Poland looks at my name, is like, what? That doesn't sound right. But yeah, Brian Sauer, a great guy. I'm actually filmed on my channel a video for just this podcast, and it will be I'm in stereo. Sometimes that happens on here, and honestly, there is absolutely zero that I can do about the actual stereo aspect of it. It's just unfortunately one of the ways that that it goes here. Yeah, it happens with this type of here. You get some echo. It'll last for a little bit, and then it'll go away. So hopefully, it has gone away by now. Yeah. So what happens is when I'm doing like a couple videos, like I was pre-taping some stuff earlier. So what happened was that I had the other like overlay here, and it actually made the echo. So what I was talking to you guys, what I was doing covertly, was I was deleting the overlays so that the echo wouldn't go through. I'm becoming more tech savvy. There you go. Am I going to see Top Gun Maverick? I thought about it, but the thing is, it's playing at the drive-in this weekend. But my better half is going on Monday, and I will be taping. Well, I'll be going live Thursday night, and that's going to be late at night. So I don't expect to be able to go to the drive-in this week. I think it's Top Gun Maverick and that Jungle movie with Channing Tatum, the comedy one. Yeah, something Lost City or something. Yeah, Lost City or something like that. Yeah, those are the two at the drive-in this week. I didn't go to the drive-in last week though because I do like to support my local drive-in. If you have a drive-in in your area, I do recommend that you support them. Yeah, so February is not included this time. I'm not quite sure why. It seems like every year it's like less is included. Last year February was included. That I'm pretty certain February was included last year, and I think I can't be certain, but the year before, I'm pretty sure March was included, but anything like after March was included. But that being said, there's still a ton of titles that you're going to have to choose from with the Vinegar Syndrome sale. There's a bunch of stuff. Like I'm a little disappointed that the February titles aren't there because there's a couple there that did interest me. But I'm also glad because I couldn't afford them anyway. But that means still January, the Forgotten Jolly box set volume 4 came out, and so that's going to be on sale. Forgotten Jolly volume 3, which is still available. That blows my mind. That's going to be on sale. Homegrown Horrors, that's going to be on sale. There's a whole ton of stuff that's going to be on sale. And Severin goes back 6 months. So anything that came out in the last 6 months isn't on sale for Severin. But things that are on sale Severin tends to be a little bit cheaper when it comes to its 50% off. You'll notice that as you go through here because the titles tend to not be quite as pricey. I mean, it's getting close because now they're doing more 4K releases and stuff like that. But second year they haven't included February. Did I like glitch for a second? It seemed like I had like a Pulse moment. So ever seen the movie Pulse where the ghosts are like on the that sounds ominous. Look, coming on the computer. It's the second year they haven't included February in the sale. It probably is actually. I gotta get this on the screen. Can you get the things over there? Yeah. So I gotta put this on the big screen. So basically, if I ask Raj something, I'm like, "Hey, Raj, look at that." He'll be like, "What the hell are you talking about? I can't see your little screen." So February wasn't included last year either. See, I was unaware of that. If you hear an echo in a minute, it's because I'm actually putting the video up on here so I can look at that and see how many of you snazzy, cool people are still in here and how many have forsaken me and have gone away. Did anybody watch the 5 films whose special features were better than the film's video yet? And if you did, feel free. Sure, glitch. Yeah, it was kind of ominous, wasn't it? I actually dug that. It was kind of, I know it's weird that like, oh, look, I like my glitch. Did you know that I actually tried to at the point that I turned this video on, this video is still live, by the way. Oh, I will kill the hell out of spiders, man. Just letting you know, I don't like spiders. I'm arachnophobic. So, you never heard of spookies? Oh, dude, you gotta check out spookies. I'm just putting that out there right now, man. You gotta check out spookies. It's gotten so bad at this point that even while my videos are live, before they even go anywhere, what's happening now is YouTube is demonetizing me automatically. Excellent. I'm excited. I mean, I'm glad. You're gonna hear me go loud for a second, but I'll turn it down real. There you go. Fastest gun in the West. So it's just an entertaining glitch. There you go. If it's got this a weird glitch, if like all of a sudden like it glitches out and I come back and I'm, the shirt is off, then you know you've entered the OnlyFans zone, which is a scary zone when you're talking about me. But yeah, it's definitely try the Critter's Head. It's really, really good. I was worried that I was going to get some blowback because of the Gone with the Wind mention, but I stand by it. I do. I stand by what I said. Let's look at the Severin stuff. You guys, by the way, this is a time right now that if you got any questions about the Vinegar Syndrome sale, if you got any questions about the upcoming sale, feel free to at me, to ask me. That's what I'm here for. Your chat is scrolling on the screen right here. I can see it. And any questions that you got, anything you want to chat about, within reason, that I am here. I'm your humble servant, and I will do my damnedest. But let's look right now at the Severin website and see if we can figure out exactly what is going to be on sale on Severin. Because Vinegar Syndrome site is down, but we can still chat about them. And if you have any questions, any Vinegar Syndrome titles that you're thinking about getting, ask away, because if I haven't got it, I've more than likely seen it. And if I haven't seen it, I can find out. But right now, abracadabra. All right. I am now just a voice on the screen. Something that you can't see. Somebody actually left when my gorgeousness. 2 people left when my face did not stay on the screen. There you go. Before we even dive into and we start looking at the titles that are on there, now please say something so that I know that you can still hear me. I don't want to be glitching out on you guys. Let's look at one of the things that they're most... yes, they do. They got a bunch of titles that are still unannounced. Altogether, Dustin, there are 8 titles that are going to be coming out. We know 2 to 3 of them right now. We know Faceless, and we know the other Bridget Leahy film. We know there's going to be a box. There's going to be a book about Bridget Leahy as well. But there's, thank you, GK. I really appreciate that, man. There's going to be 6 other titles. Blood for Dracula, right on, Dave. Good quality, man. Okay. Mid-level, welcome, dude. By the way, next week, remember what I mentioned? If you're available next week, we got to do it. If you don't remember what I mentioned, then I'll mention it again afterwards. Hey, Movie Database. So they're famous for their merch. Severin is really good with their merch. Probably out of all the companies, I got to say, that does merchandising, there's some cool stuff from Vinegar Syndrome, but Severin is my merch kings. They got it good, and they got some really cool t-shirts. Their enamel pins are second to none. I love the stuff. They got a flask. Oh man, I'd like to have that. I need that for some of my videos. Hey, Severin flask to get through some of my videos. And ready, dude. I can't wait to have you back in here again. If you ever go on camera and now again, I'd like to have you on sometime. So think about it. Have a good day at work, man, and I'll chat with you soon. So they do like interesting, unique stuff. So not only have you got Severin has a logo shot glass here, so they got Severin logo shot glass. Now that being said, if you're a fan of shot glasses, it's showtime. My merch store has its official Cult of Cinema movie library shot glass available now to all discerning buyers. Anyways. I wish Girly was still available too. I think yeah. I actually got I like Girly. I wouldn't be surprised at all to see Arrow release it. They did the baby, and I actually have like an old school, like old version of the baby, like with a slimline case actually. But for those that don't know, Girly it's a UK film. And it was a fun little film. So don't worry, we're going to go to the films, but one thing to look at right here is they have things. You have like comic books, posters, new release out there, Mardi Gras Massacre, the novelization, Mardi Gras Massacre, the comic book. How can you not want this stuff? It is so cool. American Splatter Movies, enamel pin. I really want that novelization of Mardi Gras Massacre. So it's done by Brad Carter. So what he basically does. So Vinegar Sim is a big deal. It is actually for a lot of people. A lot of people came very close to getting involved last year. Well, Movie Database, it's a huge deal when it comes to they have a lot of different stuff, and they're having more mainstream stuff now. So it's not all like kind of crazy, quirky stuff that a lot of people don't know. They've had Death Wish 2 come out. They've had Drop Dead Fred. They've had like some regular titles come out last year. They put out, I think a year before last, they put out Rad, which was kind of a big deal. If you're like a film collector, think Movie Database. Think of it as the Criterion sale. It's gotten to that level. So if you're somebody that's like participated like I have in the past in the Criterion sale, and what a big deal the Criterion sale has been, then the Vinegar Syndrome sale has gotten to that level. It's gotten to the Criterion level. Now, if you're going into it for the first time, I'm going to be going live on Thursday. So definitely come in. We'll chat. I will guide you through the rocky waters that is Vinegar Syndrome, and I have a lot of great people on here that will help you out when I can. Only movie glasses were the Star Wars movie film glasses. Oh, that is cool though. Those are cool glasses to have, man. I showed you Mardi Gras Mask. It is that's a gorgeous cover, isn't it? I want this. Hey, Josephine. I hope that the house hunting's going well for you, and I hope you are enjoying your time away in the B&B. Inner Space is a great movie. I loved Inner Space. I'm a Hughes Martin Short fan. And gotta love yourself. Gotta love some Inner Space. So Brad Carter makes novelizations of movies that never had novelizations originally. He comes out. He did one for Cruel Jaws, which I'm sorry, that movie that doesn't exist on Severin anymore. But he did one for Cruel Jaws in some universe, and it was super sleazy. It was actually sleazier than the film itself, and that is an accomplishment. So, but it was really good. But they have here. Look at this. You got the demon. I'm waiting from Night of the Demon figure, and yes, that is a severed. You know what? In that demon's hands. That's on Clifford. I actually didn't mind Clifford. Some people really hate it. Like they don't like. That's the thing. Clifford as the character, Martin Short playing like the kid Clifford. Like, oh, he gets on my nerves. That's the idea. That's exactly what they're going for with that. And Short is really good with that stuff. And the new series that he had with Steve Martin and God, the singer, the really cute singer. What? Selena Gomez. Selena Gomez, really, really good. So you got like signed. We got signed things here, like a signed Cannibal Holocaust book, which is U.S. only. So screw that. I'm not talking about that one. I still don't have Night of the Demons, and I heard like the features on it great as well. But let's dive into go into the clearance section, then we'll go into the Blu-rays and look at that as well. And some of the stuff has already sold out. I'm pretty sure the Santa Sangre is already Yeah, look, out of stock. Bam, gone. Santa Sangre on DVD. Is that one there? The 2-disc DVD? Bam, gone. There, I'm doing my Emerald today. But let's look at everything that they do have here. Let's look at the stuff that's here. We'll DVD dive in a bit. We know that they're on sale. He does great stuff. Martin Short is supremely underrated video draw, and you're speaking with somebody that isn't just, I'm Canadian too. So I will pimp the hell out of Martin Short, because he does have a certain style, much like certain comedic actors will have like a certain specific style to them, but it's a style that works, and that's the thing. When you got something that works, I've seen a lot of James Cagney movies, but the James Cagney movies that I tend to love the most tend to be James Cagney's a dirty rat. Although it's not. So yeah, I do. I love Humphrey Bogart, and I love Humphrey Bogart, gangsta Humphrey Bogart. Yeah, when you got something that's working good for you, I like, stick with it, go with it, and just put it in the right films. So these here came out in November. I'm pointing at them like you guys are going to say, oh, obviously you can see my finger. It's 3D, right? No, so these probably won't be on sale. Because let's do a count back. Raj, math. That's okay, man. Not every movie's going to click for everybody, and that's the thing. If it worked for everybody, then everybody had the same taste with him. That'd be boring. It'd be like 1984, and I don't mean like the year, because the year 1984 is awesome. The book 1984 not so. Awesome book, scary utopian, scary dystopian style future. Like the stuff you're gonna like, and here's the thing: I'm gonna like stuff. I'm gonna tell you about stuff that I like. You're not gonna like it. You mightn't like it. It may not be your thing. That's okay. It's not something to like to get in, like as they would say in the days, get in fisticuffs about. But so it is happening in June, Raj. Go back 6 months. 6 months. Go back 6 months, because my head is rattled for this stuff.
January,
December. Okay, there we go. So it looks like the November titles. So the Black Friday titles is where the sale should probably start. All right, so there we go. So the Black Friday titles. So obviously Midnight not gonna be there. Day of Judgment's not gonna be there. Those titles were unfortunately in January. In January, it's out of touch. So at December, not much came out then. Actually, nothing. I don't think anything came out in December. But November, when they did their Black Friday sale, it'll be the first time that those titles will be on sale. Now, normally what they do before the sale is you will be able to go up here, and they'll have a whole section, FAQ, where you'll talk about the sale. Let me see if I can show you last year's FAQ, because you usually keep them up. Do they have it there? No, don't have the FAQ up yet from still up front. Norman, I'm making a liar of me. Thanks, Severin. Thanks for making me a liar. But yeah, so it'll be stuff that is that's 6 months back. Usually is November. So we'll look at the titles that you're going to be able to get now. Those include titles like, as mentioned before, Blood of Dracula, which I recommend everybody. That's one that I watched with Raj. Raj had never seen Blood of Dracula before, but after he watched it, he said, when you get Flesh for Frankenstein, we got to check that out. We still got to check that out, actually. Very cool film. Because that is even more insane than Blood Dracula. But if you like your post-apocalyptic stuff, if you're down with the post-apocalyptic type films, man, this going to be a good time for you. So they have Warriors of the Year 2072, Raiders of Atlantis, Endgame with the 2-disc edition, Blu-ray here. Now, here's one thing that I want to focus on immediately and to show you guys right now. So look right here. If I lived in the United States, I could do pay in full interest payments, and interest-free payments, and then I would be able to get a bunch of titles and we review them. But I don't live in the States. Screw you, PayPal. When you're looking at the half price, do not look here. It is not going to. It says 28 here. So it's not going to be 14 on the sale. I don't know. Yeah, it probably is, but I don't know if I can find the email, GK. But $34.95 right here. So that's the price you're looking at. So $34.95. Let's round it up to like $35, okay? Just so we can make this easier. So $35. That means that will be like $17.50. You're just under $17.50. Oh my God, my math's actually good. Ooh, I'm impressed. I suck at math, guys. For the sale price, and $17.50 for Endgame, Blu-ray, 2-disc edition. The second disc, by the way, is a CD soundtrack. Severin's infamous for their CD soundtracks. They do a ton of these. Then you wanna check that out. Retribution will be here. There's the signed 3-disc edition. I only have the regular 3-disc edition. I didn't get the signed version, but I wish I had, because it's Alan Holworth, and I love his scores. He worked on I think Halloween 4. Pretty sure he worked on Halloween 4. Did some Carpenter stuff. We got Black Boots, Leather Whip here. We got a Jess Franco stuff. We'll be talking, by the way, next week about the Jess Franco titles, and I'll be giving you like pretty much the go-to on where you want to start Jess Franco, depending on what you're like, whether you've watched any Jess Franco before, what you've enjoyed, what you haven't enjoyed, or maybe you're a newcomer going in. I'll break it down for you. Oh, there you go, Paul. That looks like The Other Hell is on sale on Amazon for around $23. Sellers have it there. Check that. The shipping handling is always important. Sometimes they'll get you like that. I remember I ordered something once. I'm not sure if it was on Amazon or on eBay. And I said, oh, that's a really good price. And I went to order. I was just about ready to place the order, and it said $150 shipping. I'm like, nope. So House of Lost Women, 2-disc edition. This one has, again, a CD soundtrack for various Jess Franco films. There was a film that was done before this that actually had another CD soundtrack. So there's 2 movies together that make up the CD soundtrack collection. It was like a 2 CD set, and this one and another film, which we'll be talking about again next week when I do the Severin video. We'll be looking at and going through all this stuff. This is basically just a pre-primer for that. It is Hot Take Tuesday. We can talk about a lot of stuff on here. We have things like Eloy Iglesias's Kinky collection. Siege is a fantastic one. We'll talk about. We're not going to dive in. I'm not going to like give like pretty much suggestions. I'm just going to go over it. Kind of. This is a gentle video. This is just, it's easing you in. I can tell that there's 27 people watching right now, and 21 people have liked the video. Just saying, just putting it out there. Liking a video, it puts good karma. You know, liking a video and then buying a lotto ticket, you never know what's going to happen. It could happen. And then you could be like, I like that channel, I won the lotto. And there you go. The Eurocrypt of Christopher Lee Collection 9-disc Blu-ray CD box set. Box set will be on sale during the sale, since, you know, it's a sale after all. Let's look at this one. I know I have some friends that don't like this one very much. But here's the price. The price, this is $149. That is going to be around $75 to pick up during the sale. So if you're digging some Christopher Lee, if you're getting the Eurocrypt of Christopher Lee Volume 2, that's coming out actually, or maybe it's out by now, but if not, it's coming out really, really soon. Then this is original volume, just in case you didn't get it. Maybe you're waiting for the sale to pick this up. What does this include? Well, I'm glad I asked, because I will now answer. We have here on disc 1, we got the Castle of the Living Dead. This one I will dive into. We got not one, but 2 audio commentaries. One with the amazing Kat Ellinger, one with the intriguing Troy Howarth. We have an interview with master producer Paul Maslansky. We have the Castle of the Mystery Men, Robert Curdy, author of Mavericks of Italian Cinema, and writer-director Warren Kiefer. There is a second disc that is a CD. There's CD soundtrack. Now disc 2, as in Blu-ray disc 2. Then we have Challenge of the Devil, a.k.a. Aaron's about to mess this up. Catharsis. Catharsis. You're tempted on. I'm tempted on it too. My better half, Dustin, she's a huge Christopher Lee fan, and this is one that she looks at. She's much more in zone with Christopher Lee even than me, because her and Christopher Lee, huge Lord of the Rings fans, and both of them have read the book many times, and they both speak many languages. So there you go. I speak English badly. We get Dance with the Devil, interview with Robert Curdy on here. We can now interview with him. The Importance of Being Giorgio, interview with Giorgio Artisan over 2 decades. I'm guessing that's not going to be a 2-decade interview. It's going to be talking about like stuff over the decades. Disc 3 is The Crypt of the Vampire, 1964. Now, some of these, I'm going to put this out there right now. I want you to know this. Christopher Lee's not the star. He's not the star of some of these films. In actuality, he has like a smaller role. But if you're buying the Eurocrypt Christopher Lee, expecting it to be just like totally Christopher Lee centric for every film, that's not the reason to buy it. The reason to buy it is that some of these titles here have not had good presentations ever. And if they had a presentation, it was kind of iffy. There was no features there. You want to like really go with the Euro part of this, because there's some cool stuff on here, like the one we're going to mention next. I can't imagine anybody like saying anything bad about the next one, but everybody's got their. But what can I say? How can I say that? I can't imagine anybody saying anything bad about this. Well, if I like this film, I imagine nobody can say anything bad about this film. Of course you can. Anybody can say something bad about a film. Sherlock Holmes and the Deadly Necklace, 1962. We have Christopher Lee as I'm pretty sure as Holmes in this, right? Thorley Walters as Dr. Watson. And we have Senta Berger and Ivan Desny in this film as well. It from a screenplay by Kurt Sodermack. That's the guy that did The Wolfman and many other films. But The Wolfman's listed there, so I'm going to pretend I'm actually super smart and remember some of his other films. He did a bunch of Universal stuff anyway. So we got special features on this one. We got an audio commentary with Kim Newman and Barry Forshaw. And for a lot of these, the audio commentaries are great. They are amazing to check out. And here's the thing that intrigues me. Here's the thing that really intrigues me. Theater Macabre. From 1971 to 1972. It was an anthology series. It was hosted by Christopher Lee. Anybody expecting anything but him in this from him, aside from hosting it, why would you? Alfred Hitchcock doesn't act in the Alfred Hitchcock Presents. He hosts the show. It's the 24 surviving episodes. So that's actually fairly amazing. My favorite Sherlock Holmes portrayal is Jeremy Brett, actually Josephine. I think that song and dance man himself, Jeremy Brett, went on to do the, I think it was ITV like Sherlock Holmes show, the Casebook Sherlock Holmes and all those, did the entire like run of Sherlock Holmes. That would be my favorite portrayal of Sherlock Holmes. I do have a soft spot for Christopher Plummer, and of course in a couple ones, The Silver Blaze, which is one he did for TV, and Murder by Decree, which is a fantastic little title. But the one to talk about, this is the one that, hey there, my better half actually was excited about, was Theater Macabre. 24 episodes of a show that should not exist. It should not be around. Interpretation. Oh no, that's good. It's I'm not quite sure. I'd have to go back. I'd have to rewatch it again actually. But I know I liked it at the time. I wouldn't say it's my favorite. Oh God, first day new tongue. I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but it's one that I enjoyed. Seventh disc, we get the Torture Chamber of Dr. Sadism. I can actually tell you, I did dig this film a lot. I do have this one on another set. There was a set that came out. I'm sure when you guys remember it. Kind of Midnight. Oh, I would like to see that on Blue actually. Do not retract your message, Josephine. They were pretty cool. Keep your fingers crossed, man. You never say never when it comes to stuff nowadays, Videodrome. The stuff that's come out has surprised the heck out of me over the years. But the Torture Chamber Dr. Sadism was got a standard release on a Severin set earlier that I got, and actually I was really stoked, and I liked the film a lot. So this is a cool one. This is cool for another reason, and it goes back to my childhood. My dad is the biggest Tarzan fan that you'll ever meet, and he knows them all. If I was to talk about Tarzan on here, like I am, in the shadow of my dad, who just has grown up watching all the from Johnny Weissmuller to Lex Barker and all that stuff. I don't have the Blu-ray Sleuth yet, though I do need that. You know, I did Sleuth in school. We did that we did the play. I did a play for Sleuth, and I did a play for Death Trap, and both of them actually had Michael Caine in the films of them. So there you go. And yes, I did the kiss. So in Death Trap, there's a kiss between two characters. I don't want to give it away from you in case you didn't see the movie, because it's integral. But anyway, so it is 84 minutes long. There's special features on there. Yes, unlike the version I got. That is back in the days when I was still an act man. Josephine. We got two audio commentaries. One with Troy Howarth. One with actress Karen Dorr. It's probably pronounced differently because Aaron sucks at pronunciation. Well, favorite Michael Caine movie. This is going to be one that's going to maybe surprise you, Josephine. Shock to the System. Nobody else in the world is going to say that. But Shock to the System is probably my favorite Michael Caine movie. Because when I saw it and how it kind of resonated with me. Shock to the System, it resonates with me even more now. Because Shock to the System, you ever see this movie? So Shock to the System is a movie where Michael Caine he's getting older, he's not young, he's in his like 40s, early 50s, that type of thing. And he's trying to make his way up that corporate ladder type of thing. A younger, lesser worker is going to get the position that he was pretty sure he was going to get. And so he accidentally kills him. And then he realizes, you know what? Murder, to raise in the ranks, not a bad idea. So it's a comedic. I don't own Shock to the System anymore. I used to have a VHS of it back in the day. So it was a darkly comedic take on the corporate ladder, and I recommend it to anybody. Oh my God! I'm going to try and read this. That has location featurettes, theatrical trailers, teaser trailer. It has German Super 8 Digest short and another German Super 8 Digest short. I'm sorry, guys, I can't pronounce that. Poster gallery, behind the scenes still gallery, restoration slideshow. Holy echo, Batman. We got 8 is Relics from the Crypt, and this is where we get the bonus features. This is where the snazzy stuff comes in. This is the kind of cool stuff that you want. We get Horror 1964 Swiss documentary short, featuring interviews with Christopher Lee, Boris Karloff, Vincent Price, Roger Corman, and Roy Ashton. Runs at 16 minutes long. It's in French with English subtitles. We got Colin Grimshaw's interview with Christopher Lee in 1975. Runs at 16 minutes. We have a Cinescope 1976 Belgian TV interview with Selm Sasson. Runs at 52 minutes long, French with English subtitles. A 1985 audio interview with Christopher Lee, accompanied by stills from the Daleville Archive, and video introduction by David DeVell. Runs at 20 minutes. We have Monsters and Vampires interview with pioneering horror movie historian Alan Frank. Runs at 15 minutes. The Crypt Keepers, maker of Crypt of the Vampires featurette. Runs at 34 minutes in a town with English subtitles. We have O Solo Mio, It's Now or Never, and She'll Fall For Me. What are those? Well, that's Christopher Lee singing. It's music videos from Christopher Lee, because he was also a singer. With optional commentary from Gary Curtis. There's outtakes from To the Devil a Daughter, Theater of Death 2001 DVD interview session, covering the most frightening films ever, Black Masses, Police Academy 7, and more. 90 minutes long. There is on a 9th disc, which is a Castle of the Living Dead original CD soundtrack. So there is a ton of stuff. I didn't even mention, I forgot, I passed by the University College Dublin 2011 Q&A with Sir Christopher Lee, and the amount of willpower it took for me not to use a bad Irish accent right there. That you're welcome. You're welcome. If you're into the Andy Milligan stuff, then it's going to be on sale for not cheap enough for me. $150 $100. So I don't know. Do I need the Andy Milligan set, guys? What do you think? So, rumor has it, it's a pretty big rumor. I think we can say it's pretty much a given right now, that Severin is going to be doing the Ray Dennis Steckler collection. So for those that don't know, Ray Dennis Steckler was a filmmaker and an actor. I'm not using quotations. I'm not gonna do that. Who made films much along the lines of the incredibly strange creatures who stopped living and incredibly strange creatures who stopped living and became mixed up zombies. And other films. That's a bit of a chore to sit through. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say if you're into that, then I do need it, Dustin. I do. What you got to do, Dustin, is like when I do my Thursday video, we'll start like I'll come on camera and I'll have like one of those, what do you call those, to piss some people off, just to piss some people off, one of those collection plate beggar things, tin can things, and I'll rattle it around with some change and see what happens, right? I have titles coming because I got titles already because of Dustin. Hey there, Mike. Welcome, man. And thank you, Dustin. I got titles coming that I made a review for you guys because Dustin was like, you know what? I'm gonna grab that for you. And honestly, I truly appreciate it. Thank you, Jacob. Come hitting with the knowledge again, man. The Important Cinema Club podcast had a good episode on Ray Dennis Steckler. For those curious about his whole deal, definitely check that out. Important Cinema Podcast, Ray Dennis Steckler. Jacob, I'll be listening to that myself, actually. Here's one that I do recommend. If you're a 4K person, if you're into 4K, if you're thinking of getting 4K down the road, then I don't have it yet myself. I want it, though. But it is Santa Sangre by Bajorowski. It is a beautiful film. And it is one that definitely benefits from having a 4K presentation. So if you've never seen this film and you got 4K, and that's your thing, bam, definitely check it out. Because it's a weird movie. I'm not gonna lie to you, but it's a movie worth seeing. If you didn't pick up the DVDs, like you want the exclusive Blu-ray slipcover, the Girdler films, right here, William Girdler, Grizzly, Day of the Animals. I don't really dig. Let me know what you guys think. Maybe some of you guys got this, but this Day of the Animals slipcover, it's okay. I'm not like totally digging on it though, man. Maybe it's one of those like the Severin arm that just like looks way better in person. But right now, it's okay. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with it. It's just I don't think I'd have to pay $4 extra for the slip. I'd probably just grab the original. Grizzly, and for those that are completionists, I will say this right now: you can no matter how much of a completionist you are, you can still skip Grizzly 2, unless you got a bunch of friends and you want to say, we're really going to do an MST2K9. So we got some great stuff here. Perito Durango is definitely another one that I recommend. It's a weird ass film, but I love the heck out of it. Deep Blood's okay. Deep Blood's not great. It's okay. It's if you like the killer shark movies, to me it's a bit of a lesser one. But that's just my opinion on it, man. You might be totally different. You might love Deep Blood. I dug the one that they don't have anymore a little bit better. Day of the Beast is really cool, actually. So Day of the Beast is that's one with the priest, right? Or the Catholic priest that actually has to start committing a whole bunch of sins. Day of the Beast. Alex de Iglesias. The guy did 30 Kinds. When a rogue priest discovers the exact date the Antichrist will be born, he enlists a death metal record store clerk and a cheesy TV psychic for an urban spree of gore, sacrilege, and twisted humor to prevent the apocalypse by summoning Satan himself. Oh. Have you ever seen a bear in person? You want to know a neat little story? I know somebody, I can't say who, that was outside once. Now remember, this was in the dead of night, bringing out garbage from a hotel. Saw a bear in the distance thought it was a raccoon. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cute. Luckily, that person's okay. But that's the thing that happened. Well, dude, go if you $16 Amazon Prime. I'd say if you like the physical stuff, man, grab it from here. It's probably gonna be fairly cheap. One that I do recommend is Nosferatu in Venice. Notice how fancy I said that. Nosferatu in Venice. We have Klaus Kinski, and I love me some Klaus Kinski. Definitely recommend this one. Exactly, Paul. And if you've been watching my channel for a while, Paul, Massacre in Dinosaur Valley is a title that I pimped out and promoted on this channel to the point where even my good friend Master Chaos came on afterwards and said, you know what? Thank you for mentioning Massacre in Dinosaur Valley because I wasn't going to watch it, and I watched it, and I really enjoyed it. So it's actually way more fun than you think. I went into it like I'd seen it before, but it had been a long time, but still being a bit nervous, like, oh, I'm not sure about this type of stuff. But it's really, really fun. We have stuff here. We have the Attic Expeditions, the Theater Bizarre, which was when they did the whole big... Attic Expedition is pretty cool, actually. I think that's Seth Green in this one, actually. Theater Bizarre. I'm iffy on Theater Bizarre. Plague Town. Family Portraits. Castle Creeping Flesh is a cremmy. It's an okay cremmy. I wouldn't say it's going to change your mind if you aren't into cremmy films. This is not where to start. But it's definitely a decent little title. Black Cat. Definitely cool. It's got Dario Nicolodi. It's directed by I think it's Lucio Cosi directed this one. So I'll go ahead and check for you. I think it's Lucio Cosi. Lucio Cosi, I'm pretty sure, directed this one. Same guy that did Contamination. Yeah, it's Lucio Cosi that directed this, and it is kind of Dario Nicolodi's version of her conclusion to the Three Mothers trilogy. And we have actress Carolyn Monroe in this one, and Brett Halsey as well. So if you're a fan of like those actors too, that's another great reason to get this film. Patrick Still Lives is sleazy and insane, and I love it. I do. Nothing's better than watching an Italian film about a guy that gets hit on the head with a Coke bottle, goes into a coma, but not just any coma. See, in the in the Australian film, Patrick goes into a coma, and he can use his telekinetic powers while in a coma to do some pretty evil things and get revenge where he needs to. And Patrick Still Lives. Patrick goes into a coma, and he can do for some pretty sexy things and cause sexy things to happen because movie. Yeah. You know what? Contamination, though, Videodrome, it's worth owning, and want me to tell you why it's worth owning? If we're thinking of the same film, just to let you know. There is a feature, there's a 60-minute long interview with Lucio Cosi. And even if you never watch Contamination, that 60-minute interview is one of the most fascinating freaking interviews that I've ever watched. It was just incredible. If you're a fan of the Video Nasty, then Primitives is there. I own it. I have yet to watch it. We have Enigma, Demonia, Fulci for Fake. Some of these here are on Shudder if you want to give them a watch before you pick them up. Patrick Rock and Roll Will Never Die. There you go. And there's a Patrick remake done too, actually, by Mark Hartley a while back. I know because I got it from Umbrella. I got the double feature of the original Patrick and the Australian and the remake Patrick, and then I had to go and get Patrick Still Lives because you gotta complete the collection. Here's the one, Amicus. Some people hate on this movie, not me. I love this movie. It is The Beast Must Die, and it is cool because we're gonna look at this cast. Charles Gray, Blofeld himself, guys. And, of course, the criminologist from Rocky Horror Picture Show. Peter Cushing. Calvin Lockhart. Marlene Clark. Michael Gambon. Dumbledore. Directed by Paul Lynette. featuring cinematographer from Oscar winner Jack Hildyard, the guy that did the camera work for Bridge on the River Kwai. What is this? This is a werewolf mystery. In this movie, you'll get all those clues to figure out who the werewolf is. And then, shock treatment. I still need to see that one, Vince. You definitely got to check out this Strain Patrick. It's really good, Mike. Both the original and the remake's not bad either, actually. Oh, the prices, Damien, are amazing. The reason to get this here is, and Videodrome, you're going to know why. It stops the movie and it gives you the werewolf minute. One of the greatest things ever created for mankind is the werewolf minute. What is the werewolf minute? If you ever watched the old series, and you probably didn't because I'm ancient and most of you guys aren't, there's a show used to come on called the Ellery Queen Mysteries. And in the Ellery Queen Mysteries, you'd have the mystery, and then you'd stop it, and then you'd stop the mystery and say, well, Ellery Queen's figured it out. Have you? And they give you around like 30 seconds before they go back, and you're like, okay. And then you find out who the killer thief was. And the werewolf, in this werewolf movie, it has a werewolf minute that says, all right, you watched the movie, you've been given the facts, you've seen all the people. Who do you think will be the werewolf? And you have 1 minute to figure it out. It's so cool, isn't it? The Lake Sea. I love the Lake Sea. Fun fact, Bridge over the River Kwai is Bruce Campbell's favorite movie. That's right, you've read the Bruce Campbell books. Those are good books. I just found it really fun. I went to a theater when I was real young that showed a lot of like Wim Castle films, and they had like gimmicks there, right? So I got to like experience some of the William Castle gimmicks, and I'm a huge gimmick fan because of that. Creepshow is one of your favorite movies for over 20 years. Look, here you go. The Berto Lenzi Carol Baker set again. This is going to be around $60. Should you get it? Yes, everybody needs the Berto Lenzi Carol Baker set. It's incredible. If I could, I'd play the song from the first and third film here, especially from the first one. It's played like crazy in the first one. But if you don't own this set, this is bar none the set to get. And there you go, guys. I wanted to do a little video today. This went on longer than I expected it to. I want to thank you for coming in and joining me because this was a surprise one, but I may do. I'm not sure if they're always going to be live, but Hot Take Tuesday might continue to be a thing if you want it to be. Remember, when I'm doing these videos here, the only way that I know if these are videos that you want to see more of or videos that you're not so big on, you hit the like button, put in comments down below. Every once in a while, when there's something that you want to talk about, I appreciate any comments that I see. I read them all, even if I don't get back to everything. I do read them all, and I do try to. If I don't mention them here, I mention them in there. And that being said, Severin is coming up. It's a sale, so we'll be doing a big video next week where I'm going to be answering our Severin questions. The only problem is right now, you haven't given me many of your Severin questions. So think about it. Or switch. That needs a better release, actually. Thank you for coming in, Strangeland. Thank you, all you guys, for coming in here today. And with that being said, my name is Aaron. I appreciate every single one of you guys and all that you've done here. And I'll say right now, join me next time in the Call to Cinema. Be here Thursday, please, because Thursday is going to be a big day. I'm so stoked about it. My fingers are crossed that I see all you here on Thursday because we're going to have some fun. We're going to do some Vinegar Syndrome talk. We're going to talk about some other stuff as well. I'll try to surprise you, maybe do a little tap dance, a little strip tease. Okay, I won't do a strip tease. I promise you that. You can still come in. I think only 7 questions was girly. Well, there you go. You never know, though. It's not next week yet. They may have announcements, Videodrome. They may bring more questions. And there you go. Peace out, toodles. See you guys soon. Remember, I'm not the only guy doing this. I'm just a good guy. and I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching, and Babble time over.